face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
Alright, I'm back with another video, because the tf2 community is going kinda nuts with this idea of whether tf2 should be competitive or not, and I want to put my 2 cents in and maybe get some views as well. Now I just had some unedited footage lying around, so I'm just going to put that in this video. The push for a competitive scene in tf2 is something that hasn't come up until recently within the past year. tf2, at its nature, is a casual game, and I don't feel can be adapted to competitive very well, but that hasn't stopped the comp scene from existing, and I'm fine with that. However, apparently some of the hardcore comp players have started making a push to change casual to be more like comp, and I'm not okay with this. Many big voices in the tf2 community push for the game to be balanced around comp when in reality they are just a small portion of the player base that are hugely vocal about what they want. Let's take a quick example of this, the pull caber. Before the nerf it was definitely not balanced, because you could just jump to mid and drop a medic, giving your team free uber advantage, but now, due to that small portion of the player base complaining, the caber is, cover your ears kids, I'm about to use some strong language, an absolutely fucking useless piece of shit that is worse than stock in every single fucking situation you could use it in. Since it doesn't even one-shot light classes anymore, and due to random crits existing, the bottle has a very high chance to one-shot 7 out of 9 classes in one hit. A7 made this chart that shows the tf2 player types, and as an average 2 fort enthusiast I probably fit somewhere around the -1 mark. Now, the issue I have with balancing tf2 around competitive is that tf2 isn't a competitive game. Take a game like Valorant for example. The entire game has been balanced around competitive from the start, and the game itself is a competitive game. In comparison to tf2, which is nowhere near competitive, and might be the least competitive game I can think of, it wouldn't be healthy to cater to the top 1% of the game and balance around competitive instead of casual. The reason tf2 has stayed alive, and will continue to stay alive, is because it's one of the last surviving casual shooters. Most games now are not the kind of games you can just hop on and have fun on now, either due to skill-based matchmaking, or the rising popularity of permadeath battle royales, or even catering to competitive. tf2 is a game where you can just hop on, do some crazy bullshit, and get back off when you want to, because the game has no punishment for leaving, and you can get away with so much due to the incredible skill ceiling and mechanics and weapons like rocket jumping and sticky jumping. The pro scene of games is meant to be the best of the best, but when you realize that something that might be fun and balanced in pubs has some random amusing comp, it means that that weapon will be changed if the devs listen to the comp players. Now, before you all have a go at me, I'm not saying that we should completely let competitive devolve into chaos by keeping broken weapons, but I don't want the game to turn fun weapons into pieces of garbage because of the top 1% complaining. If this game is to continue, it needs to listen to the players from -3 to +3 on this chart if it wants to find a balance between catering to the high and low tier players. Anyways, that's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you all another time. This is just padding, so I can get my video to 5 minutes.
First target